Officially be live. Let's see if we live for all the people watching around the world. Yes. I think we should be officially live. We're going to start putting some of these things on here. Let me start putting this on here. And on this stream, we're going to be drinking some whiskey. As a matter of fact, I'm ready to just start taking this off. Yes. For all of you watching around the world, yes. Let's start doing this, yes? On this stream. Yes, on this stream. We're going to be cooking up some amazing chicken. And not only are we going to be cooking up some amazing chicken, we're going to be drinking the best whiskey on the market. You guys are probably wondering, wait a minute, is Peerless the best whiskey on the market? Well, you're going to see right now for all of you watching. Thank you for everybody tuning in and hitting that like button every time that you're watching. Don't forget in the corner, subscribe if you're watching, rewatching this rerun. If it's a rerun for you in the year in the future, don't forget to subscribe at the bottom. Don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget we stream every single day. So you're probably asking, what's the best whiskey out there? Yes, you're probably asking that. Yes. You're probably asking that. Well, here we go, the best whiskey in the market we're going to be drinking. And for all of you watching, here we go. Let's make sure to do this. Let's put the light on just in case. There we go, boom. Put that light on. Let's get this a little bit angled. And here we go. Best whiskey in the market. You guys should already know. Buffalo Trace is the best whiskey in the market. And also, we're going to be putting up a small little one. I got to finish this one up. This is another one, but this is a store pick. Boom! Store pick. And you guys already know we're going to load this up with just Buffalo Trace products. Buffalo Trace still hasn't let anybody down here in the USA. Unless maybe we can keep that there. We can move this maybe a little bit on the side. Let's move some of this on the side. Let me see. We're going to keep this here. Oh, shoo! Wait a minute. Yes. Crown. No, it's no Crown. No Crown. You're never going to see Crown there. Crown is a Canadian whiskey that it's very popular in Canada and in the USA. The most popular whiskey in the USA. It's there's you could look at all the polls you want to, but at the end of the day, the best marketing, there's no marketing literally. The best marketing is word of mouth. And Buffalo Trace will always be number one, and they're going to stay number one. We're going to be drinking up the best. Yes, we're going to be drinking up the best of the best on the stream. And for all of you, we should just take this out of the way. Yes, this is really good, but I want to put this up against, when I start drinking that stag, I want to put it up against a stag. For all of you watching, let's start cutting this chicken up. And for all of you that want to know what we're doing some chicken on the barbecue. Here we go. I'm going to be using chicken salt. That's a gourmet collection spice blend. I'm going to use this. You see this? Brand spanking new. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe up in the corner, okay? Don't forget to subscribe up in the corner. Let's start drinking something. For all of you watching, let's go. Let's do this, baby. Let's start drinking something. So for all of you, get your Glencairns out. And don't forget, in the chat room, let's get this live and chat room. Let's live this chat room up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. If you don't know how to hit that like button, tap that like button. And don't forget, super chats are active. So here we go. We always got to do the big boy, okay? When you go to the store, okay, best whiskey, bourbon whiskey you can find is the big 1.75. And that's what I'm drinking today. Right now, I'm going to be drinking the big boy because at the end of the day, I get more bang for buck. And at the end of the day, I don't feel as bad drinking this one compared to this one over here, the kosher. That thing, or the stag, I don't feel as bad. Let's pop this open. And here we go, Reaper Crew, Reaper Crew. You know what time it is. Yes, you know what time it is. Let's tell you the time. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today on a Wednesday. Okay, on Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on the Wednesday. Barbecue's on, barbecue's on. And let's start off by drinking the best whiskey you can buy in the USA, Buffalo Trace. Now, again, I think I've told all of you, if you can't buy the small one, which I don't recommend anybody to buy a small one unless it's a store pick. The store picks are usually on the side over here. Look at the side. The store picks are on the side. I've told you this many times. If you see that label, you get the small one. But if you don't see that label, don't buy the small little 750. Always go for the big boy. And that's what I'm drinking today. Every time I see one for under $50, I buy one. Okay, I'm literally racking up all my bottles because in the future it's going to be harder to find those. For all of you odds and here we go, let's drink this up. Cheers to the chat room and all the people around the world, all the ladies. Don't forget to hit that like button. Let's drink this up. Oh. It is amazing. The best part about this is each one of these bottles, they're slightly different. One thing I like about the big boys compared to the small ones, for some reason, the big boys, the big bottles, 1.75, they're slightly a little bit different than your average bottle that you usually get. I don't know why, but they do tend to have a little bit of a just a tad bit of a difference on every bottle that I've always purchased. This one actually, this one's very nice. I'm getting a little bit of almost like a fruity note on here. I'm getting almost like a raspberry grape fruity note on here with that cinnamon oak note. It's a beautiful whiskey to have, and this is the best whiskey on the market. Don't allow anybody, any of your friends tell you otherwise. This over here is a number one whiskey here in the USA. Look, there's a lot of people that say, that Henny ain't whiskey, man. Come on, dog. There's also people out there that say, yeah, that crown. A crown ain't. Look, crown is a mixer. It's a mixer. There's also people out there that say that bullet. Let me get that bullet. The bullet whiskey is the worst whiskey you could buy. Here we go. Let's drink this up. It's the perfect whiskey. This is a perfect whiskey. It's light. It's 90 proof. It's not overwhelming. You get all those brown sugars and beautiful notes that you normally get in an amazing bourbon. And I'm going to say this, Jason Kane, thank you so much. Jason Kane starting us off today. Wow, we've been starting off strong. That's a big paw. LOL. We're number one. Yes. It is a big paw, isn't it? Gentlemen, we got to start off hard. I just don't know. This week has been hard for me on YouTube live stream. Today, I didn't get any sleep. And at the end of the day, I'm in 4 hours of sleep, and I got more energy than all of you. Jason Kane, thank you so much, Jason Kane. This is the best whiskey you can buy in the market currently right now that you can find. Jason Kane, huge shout out to Jason Kane. Thank you so much, Jason Kane, for adding to the stream. First super chat of the day. Today is $5. $5 super chats. Remember, I pay attention a lot to my super chatters and my wrenches. Usually when I'm cooking, I lose track. But if you want to get through to me, that's how you get through to me, just like Jason Kane. You hit a super chat and you can ask me whatever you want. Here we go. Jason Kane, thank you so much. Let's drink his You can't beat this. The best whiskey on the market. You cannot beat this. Now, I'm going to say this for some of you. The reason why I put this on the screen today, I went shopping. I went hunting. I went whiskey hunting. I wanted to put something new on to our shows. Now, one thing I saw new today was, which I didn't buy, and maybe I should have bought it. Today I saw a Peerless, a a rum finish, peerless today. And I wanted to put it on the show, but I do know that ever since I got the toasted $200 bottle, I don't want to show you some of those bottles again. So I'm going to say this. I was in the aisle, and in the aisle that I was in, there was a gentleman, which we're going to start cooking, okay? We're going to start cooking. Point of the matter is, I was in the aisle, and there was a gentleman with his wife and kid. The gentleman was looking through the whole aisle. He was picking up the worst whiskeys, and one of the whiskeys that he picked out was Bullet. Bullet was one of the whiskeys that I saw him, because he was in my aisle. He put it into the cart, and he was looking at me like what am I going to pick, you know? What is this guy going to pick, which is me? What is this guy going to pick? He must know something. Anyway, second bottle that the guy put into his cart, because I'm right next to him, was a Maker's Mark, but the Maker's Mark was on sale, so I could give it to him there. But the Bullet that he bought was a bad buy. I just don't think it's a good buy. And at the time, there was this bottle, Buffalo Trace bottle, which it was there. He didn't know anything about it, but it was there. And I do want to make sure you guys know this is the best whiskey you can buy in the market right now. I want to make sure that all of the rookies and all the people out here that are watching, I want them to know that this is the best whiskey you can buy in the market, okay? There's a lot of people that still don't know. They're going shopping and they're buying stuff. The third bottle he bought was Lazy River. Oof. Lazy River. That should have been put back on the shelf. So the man, what did he buy? First off, next to me, he's just looking to see if I'm going to buy something, which I ended up buying this, obviously. Not this bottle, but the bottle that I have inside. Every time I find a big 1.75, $45.99. If you find this for $45.99, you got to buy one or two. You just have to. They kept on looking at me and he ended up buying another bottle. The other bottle was Lazy River. So right now, he got in his cart while I'm shopping and he's next to me. First bottle he got was Bullet. That was a horrible buy. Second bottle he got was Lazy River. Another horrible buy. And then he got a Maker's Mark, which is a great Maker's Mark because he got it on sale. He got it 15% off, and that's what the company's giving me, which I'm not buying it, obviously. But the point of the matter is, I just want to make sure that you guys all know what good whiskeys are here in the U.S. There's a lot of you that still don't know. I know Jason Kane knows. Jason Kane with the super chat that he said, I know Jason Kane knows. Especially when he's watching these streams, he knows what's good, what's not. But the point of the matter is, let's drink this up. Undeniably fantastic. This bottle over here, Buffalo Trace. Look, the company's not telling me to say this to you guys. You know who tells me to say this to you guys? People like Joe Waters that send super chats. People like Farm Kitty that send super chats. Al Gordon that sends super chats. Edgar Romeo. April Neal. A lot of you like Who Dat. Shout out to Who Dat. All my wrenches and everybody like Matt yesterday. I believe Matt sent super chat yesterday. All of you that send super chats, well, I give you guys back good information. I want to make sure that you guys know. Okay, want to make sure you guys know what's good. And this over here for $45.99, it is a hell of a buy. I love the fact that I have, every time I buy one of these bottles, it's a little bit different than the other one. On this one, I get almost like a raspberry grape, cinnamon, oak, sweet oak, not sweet oak, but nice oak, beautiful brown sugar, and vanilla on here. That's what I want. I want something big and inexpensive. This is a big boy, 1.75, $45.99. How am I not going to buy it? Every time I see one, I buy it. Okay? And we're going to be on the stream. Hey, I'm right here. I'm right here. Hey, oh, hey, I'm right here. Hey, hey, I'm right here. Hey. Stupid son of a gun. I'm trying to give him the finger. If you give the finger to the helicopter, he'll give it to you back. That's if he's hanging out. Point of the matter is, now we're back, yes? We're back to business. We're back to being the Reaper, yeah? We're back to being the Reaper. Anyways, the point of the matter is, we're going to start drinking everything, okay? One of the best whiskeys currently around here, Buffalo Kosher rye recipe. This is not a rye, this is a bourbon. But the reason why they did this, anyways, we'll talk about that soon. I'm gonna try to finish this one up. I'm gonna try to finish this one up if I can, and then we're gonna be drinking Stag on this stream. I'm gonna tell you why this is a good bottle, and I'm also gonna tell you why this is a bad bottle on this stream. Anyways, before we start drinking anything, we're going back to our roots. On our roots, how we got all the algorithm on the YouTube, how we got all is how we got all the trending views and everything. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to send a little super chat appreciation, just like Jason Kane. Shout out to Jason Kane. How we got all that is because of my thumbnails. My thumbnail. We went back to our old school thumbnails. And also, we will go into talking about whiskey. So here we go. Let's pop this open. Let's pop this open. It's good. I'm going to be using this one on here. Okay. Let's pop this open. I think it's a way to pop this. Let's pop this open. I got to drink some. I got to drink some. What are we going to drink? We're going to drink more whiskey. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drink this, boom, store pick. I'm going to drink this store pick. Let's pop. Let's drink this. Okay, so here we go for all of you watching. Here we go. Let's try this one out. I do know this has a lot of rye spice on this one. On this bottle itself, let me try it out. A ton of rye spice on this one. A ton of rye spice, cinnamon, very much cinnamon, rye spice, oak, vanilla. No fruits on this one. And again, this is why I love the fact that I'm telling you guys about the best whiskey in the world. Yes, Buffalo Trace. Anyways, let's start popping this open. We already have this open, and let's put this aside. Let's pop these open. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to be doing, free range chickens for all of you, gym rats, for all of you gym rats. Look at what I paid for this, free range, okay? Here we go, let's pop this open. Holy Lord! I didn't notice I had chicken for days. Holy shoot! I got chicken for days, gentlemen. Ladies, we got chicken for days over here. Who out here needs a free meal? Who out here needs this? I have chicken for days. I paid for this. You guys know I'm about budgeting, okay? Just because I'm well off doesn't mean that I don't budget, okay? I budget. I like to budget myself. And I paid for this whole thing. It came out to $14. Okay, all of this chicken came out to $14. Okay, this over here, this seasoning came out to, it's expensive, but you can look this up. And again, you could go check out, it's Dan Gold, I believe. Dan Gold. Okay, Dan Gold. And this is the first time I use this one. But I plan on, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm planning on being able to use this chicken in two different ways. I want to be able to use it on a sandwich. And I want to kind of do like a gourmet type of a sandwich, just as chicken. So I'm going to use this, and also today I want to be able to eat some salad and some rice and some red beans with this, tomatoes, the spring mix, avocado. I think I have avocado left. I think I ate it. Point of the matter is lime, olive oil. Anyways, let's put this all out of the screen. It's going to smell good. It's going to taste good. Anyways, first thing you want to do is make sure you get all the little moisture you might have on this son of a gun. Okay, let's start moving this, and let's move this. Look at how beautiful these things. These things are nice. Now, I like this one. I don't have to worry about cleaning this up too much. These are very clean, very, very clean. And what I will say is I like to just pat them down. For these, I've been buying these, and these are really good. If you ever find any type of chicken or any type of poultry or any type of meat that you really like, stick to the company. And I do like to stick to company. I'm not one of those guys look at this, beautiful. I'm not one of those guys that goes to a restaurant and orders something different every time. I order the same thing every time. That's the way I like it. I like it the same way every time. I'm very simple. But today we're doing a little bit different, yes? So let me clean this up just a tad bit. And that's a lot of chicken. I'm going to have this. It's going to be a lot. How many am I going to eat today? There's a lot of chicken. That's good for the channel. You guys appreciate it. I hope you appreciate it. Anyways, here we go. Jason K. Thank you so much for the first super channel today. And we're going to be drinking a little bit of this. Let's drink the rest of this. You see, this is undeniable. Let's get some salmonella on here. This is undeniably, it's so unique. This is why I tell you guys, this is the best whiskey you can buy. Now I'm going to say again, this is store pick. Boom, store pick. You see this? Boom, a sticker, store pick. I'm gonna open up another store pick because we recently emptied out a small one. Which is our small one here? What's a store pick on this one? Okay, here's a store pick. Okay, so we emptied this one out this week, I think Al Gordon, he loved when I emptied this out. Al Gordon, I see you, Al Gordon. I see you, Al Gordon. And there's other people like Joe Waters. I see you, Joe Waters. They love it when I empty out a bottle. And just be part of the chat room. That's all it takes. Just be part of the chat room. If my rents respond to you, remember, I'm here. I'm just busy. If it's in a super chat, you get my attention. But here we go. This is a store pick that I finished. And these are the bottles that are really the best in the market, okay? The best in the market. I can't say it enough. I tell you guys all the time, stop wasting $200 some on bottles just like today. So this is what I'm going to, while I'm seasoning this, I'm going to tell you my day. Okay, let me tell you my day real quick. And before anything, we're going to use this olive oil. I really like this olive oil. I want to say this, that I don't know what to say more. This is something that's just really good. It has really impacted my life, this olive oil. Really like it. I'm using it in salad. I'm using it in any type of thing. Now today we're going to be using it on the stream. If you haven't found that one, go check it out. It's about $15 or $14. $15 or $14, and it's outstanding. Let me go inside and get a bigger glass. I know we got to get a bigger glass. So let me go inside and let me get a bigger glass for our stag. Okay, here we go. So, right now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be seasoning this. For some of you that do not know, I'm going to tell you the proofing on some of these bottles. Over here, Joe Waters. Thank you so much, Joe Waters, with a $20 super chat. Huge appreciation to you, Joe Waters. We're going to keep it, we're going to hold it down out here because I do know there's a lot of people on vacation, and I noticed that today. Over here we go. Over here, Joe Waters says in the chat room, he says, shout out to April Neal for finally giving me a seat at the table. My pink eye tanga is super tight. Holy Lord, I got pink eye. My pink eye tanga is super tight, but well worth it. The discomfort on my sitting. What? The discomfort of sitting and saying this out loud is one of a kind. Joe Waters, did you really get pink eye? How did you get pink eye? Holy Lord, April, did you sit on him? Let me drink us up. Man, that's insane. That's really getting better. It's getting cold out here. Just want to let you guys know. I'm going to read it again, okay? I'm going to read it one more time. I'll read it again. Maybe I read it wrong. What the matter is, this is really, really good. This is 90 proof whiskey. It's 45% ABV. Looking at 90 proof. And this is the best whiskeys you can buy currently in the market right now that I'm drinking. I'm drinking Buffalo Trace. And if you think it's a regular Buffalo Trace, you only have the 1.75, which is a regular one. But that 1.75, I'm going to tell you a secret about it, and I think you heard it at the beginning of the stream. The secret is really should be out already. I think I've known it forever. I just don't know how to prove it to anybody. It's very hard to prove something to everybody if you don't have the official facts. There's no facts that you can show that the bottle that I'm literally drinking earlier, I'm going to say this right now. Okay, Joe Waters, I'm going to read the super chat. One more time, April. Here we go. That's for you, April. Joe Waters with a $20 super chat. He says, shout outs to April for finally giving me a seat at the table. My pink tanga is super tight, but well worth it, the discomfort of sitting and saying this out loud. Wow. I think Joe Waters has finally heard my recommendation. Joe Waters, huge up to you. If you watch that all those three movies of Magic Mike, shout out to you, my man. If you watch those three movies of Magic Mike, the first one, the second one, and the third one, I personally think the last one is good. I think it's the last one that I saw. The last one's pretty good. I liked it. I liked the last one. That's actually the one that made me want to see the first one and the second one because I never watched any of them. And Joe Waters, I'm glad you watched that movie, Magic Mike. Over here for all of you watching. Let me make sure to finish the rest of this. It's really good. So again, let me just say this one more time. No beer on the stream. No beer on the stream. We're drinking no burr on the stream. I know some of you want me to drink beer. There's a lot of people out here that want me to drink beer, but there's no beer they're going to be drinking on the stream, okay? I hope you guys understand. Sometimes, we got to go back to the old roots. And the old roots that got us. A good amount of views was when I was talking about a lot of whiskey. Okay, so this is the one that I'm telling you guys about. 1.75. There's something about this. I don't know what to tell you guys. There's just something about that. It's so different. It's so different every time. And it blows me away. I'm going to pour more of this whiskey, and then we're going to start seasoning, okay? Joe Waters, thank you so much, man. Huge appreciation. Let's start pouring more of this whiskey on here, and it falls on the chicken, Big Bull 1.75. If there was a way that I can prove to you, I don't know how to prove to you that this is really always good, always changing. Every bowl that I get, 1.75 is always a little bit different. Let me pop this open. So what came to me today that I decided to just do this? Well, let's just say, let's drink this up. That is insane. That is just so good. Man. I never got a Buffalo Trace with that much amount of fruits. Anyways, let's start doing this, okay? Here we go. Let's start putting it on here. Here we go. But I'm glad you watched the movie, Joe Waters. Glad you watched the movie. Okay, so I'm gonna put some good olive oil on the stream. We're at $25 in 31 minutes. Okay, $25 in 31 minutes. If we get our viewing up, if we get more people showing up, I'm going to give out 5 memberships. 5 memberships. In the next 10 days, when we get a good amount of people watching, I will be giving out 5 memberships out to 5 lucky people, okay? Let's drink this up. If there was a way to prove this, holy Lord, I would keep it to myself, and I've kept it to myself for quite a long time. I've kept it to myself for quite a long time, but I just want to tell you guys, the best whiskey on the market right now is the big 1.75. 1.75. Anyways, here we go. Let's start seasoning this. Let's move our Glencairn out of the way. Should I get my thong? Let me go get a thong. Let me go get my thong. Okay, let's get that thong. Let's get that thong going. Okay, I'm gonna start moving some of this out of the way. Okay, we're gonna start moving this. Let's start moving this. Make sure to move this with my thong. Okay, let's start moving this with my thong. Make sure that all of the sides of this chicken, all the chicken, gets nice and oiled up. Nice and oiled up, because this is going to stick. This is definitely going to stick. If you don't put olive oil on this one, look at how small. They're not small, but they're beautiful. Look at these pieces. Okay, look at those pieces. You see that? Some of those pieces, if you don't put olive oil on that, you're gonna get them stuck on the barbecue, and it's gonna affect your whole session. It's gonna affect your whole cooking session. Okay, make sure to put olive oil when you need to. Remember, we've been using dry rub, which is no olive oil, in the last couple of days for some of my meals. But again, some of my meals that I've done in the last couple of days, they really didn't need it. There was so much fat. Again, this does have fat on it. Look at that, beautiful fat. You can keep it on there. Okay, so we're gonna start moving this. Huge shout out to Joe Waters with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This month has been pretty brutal for me. And I think for every YouTuber out there, algorithm shouldn't be working as good this month because, I did want to say one thing. We're going to start doing this. We're going to start seasoning this, yes? Okay, so let's start seasoning this before I say it. I'm going to tell you about my day, but let's start seasoning this, okay? So here we go. First thing we're going to use for all of you watch, and don't forget to subscribe, okay? Don't forget to subscribe in the corner. And if you haven't got your membership, get your membership. You could throw in those emojis in the chat room if you have them. And for all of you watching here we go. Let's start adding a little bit of that chicken salt. Chicken salt. This has a lot of look. Has a lot of different stuff on here. Okay, we're gonna start adding this. So here we go. Let's pop this open. Let's nose this out. Oh, it smells good. Woo! Oh, look at that. That's a beauty. This smells really nice. This smells good. This smells good. We're gonna keep it over here. This smells really good. I think that might be enough. We're gonna see. That might be enough. That might be enough. Here we go. Let's start moving this. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna toss this. We're gonna toss this around. Now the reason why I'm tossing this around is because they're so small, these pieces of chicken. Okay, so what did you learn here so far? I think some of you learned a thing or two. My AC turned on. Oh, well, that's good. That's good that it turned on. Anyways, you guys learned a good thing on the stream so far. Get yourself that Buffalo Trace. You learned a little bit of good stuff. Get yourself that Buffalo Trace bottle. It's really, really good. It's really good, okay? Let me see in the chat room. Holy Lord! The chat room is saying that their whiskey to go. The chat room is saying that their whiskey to go is Maker's Mark. There's a reason why you guys are saying that. You're saying that because Maker's Mark has a lot of special releases that you can buy. I understand it. But you gotta get Buffalo Trace. It is the best. Buffalo Trace doesn't tell me to do this. Sazerac doesn't tell me to do this. They're not paying me to tell you. You guys, just like Joe Waters in the $20 super, that drink us up. This is insane. Real good. You guys are the reason why I tell you guys this on a daily basis. We're gonna add one layer. One more layer of chicken salt. Hey, what you want to do is you put your finger here in the middle, okay? This is what you want to do. And for all of you that hate that like button, JP, I see JP. Hey, bro, I see you, Tater Dom. It's great to see Tater Dom in the chat room. Okay, thank you for everybody hitting that like button. We need those likes. We need those likes. We got to get back on the algorithm and use my old thumbnails. We're going to start using the thumbnails, better thumbnails for all of you. We're not going to talk about crypto no more. You guys already know when I talk about crypto, only few want to learn. Only few want to, I don't know what it is. People don't want to know about the right way to make money. People don't want to know about politics. People don't want to know about what is the other thing. People don't want to know about cactus cutting. People don't want to know about what's the best booty shaking music. People just don't want to hear John Cicada. It's just what it is. That's what it is. There's a lot of people out there that don't want to hear it. And there's people that are watching, that are YouTubers. There's people that are watching that are YouTubers that get, I'm going to say, they get inspired by my streams and they make their own streams a certain way. Also, the Watch community. If you don't know the guy that used to collab with me for a little bit, he does copy me often. He likes to copy me with my whiskey talk. I think recently he tried to make a steak stream, and it went very bad for him. I didn't see the stream, but I know that the views wasn't good. And it's just what happens. There's just people out there that they just don't want to be seated in the chat room. They just want to copy. And you know what? I give all power to them. We're living in America. You can copy whatever you want to. At the end of the day, why do I stop whiskey hunting? Because there's a lot of people that went whiskey hunting, and Brewer, that chunky son of a gun, that Brewer dude, he just copied everything I did, and he has a team of editors, and it just drove me to basically saying this is just really. It's kind of old already. I mean, you guys don't want to see me whiskey hunting. You guys know the prizes. I give you guys that in short videos. But anyways, we're cooking. Yes, we're cooking. You need to eat something when you're drinking. And remember, you never drink to the point that you're going to be literally hanging over the seat. Never drink to the point that you're hanging over the seat, because if you do that, you're not appreciating your whiskey. Make sure when you're drinking your whiskey, appreciate your whiskey in small portions. Small portions. And make sure when you're drinking your whiskey, know that you start with 90 proof and you go higher. Let's drink this up. As a matter of fact, Brewer, I think his name is Brewer, the whiskey guy. He's such a loser. A guy's such a loser that I was collabing with a fragrance guy called Mrs. Smelly, and me and him were collabing for a good amount of time. And I decided to leave the show because I thought it was just better for me to leave that show and not be part of that fragrance show, because it was just drama. It was drama, and it wasn't me. So I walked away from the show, and he hired the guy Brewer to go on to this fragrance show. And Brewer knew, just like bourbon junkies, they know that I stream, they know that I put short videos. And it's okay if any bigger YouTuber copies me. It's okay. We got the freedom of doing whatever we want to. At the end of the day, what happened with Mark? What was his name? Mark Zuckerberg. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. Look at his company. He copied. He ripped and he copied one of his friends. And look at Mark Zuckerberg. Now he's trying to be a rapper or something. It just happens. It's the way of life. You either be the dog or you get eaten. You either be the wolf or you get eaten. Don't be the sheep. Anyways, the point of the matter is, we're going to start cooking some of this soon. Okay? Are you guys okay with looking at this? This doesn't bother you guys? Let me know. If this bothers you guys, you let me know. Seeing the chicken. If it bothers you guys, you let me know. If seeing this chicken bothers you, you let me know, okay? Let me know if it bothers you seeing this chicken. Okay, we're going to start just moving this around. I don't need to put more olive oil on here. I seasoned this perfectly. We use on the stream our knife, beautiful knife, yes. Let's go. Looks good. As long as Al Gordon says it looks good, that's all that matters. There's other YouTubers out there like, I think there was a recent one that I have seen. I don't know his name. I think it's Whisker, I think his name is. Huge shout outs to Whisker and all the small channels, okay? All the small channels on the whiskey community, huge shout outs to them. I hope they succeed and they do great on their channel. Huge shout outs to them. But one thing I will say, like Whisker, I think is like, I think it's called Whisker or something like that. Whisker and a couple other ones. I know there was a guy that used to promote my channel when I was probably very small. I think his name is Joe something. Another guy that I'm just gonna say this. There's a lot of guys that are smaller that need a little bit of appreciation, but at the end of the day, there's a reason why their channels are a little bit smaller than other ones. Whisker, I think his name is Whisker. He's doing his best, and he's doing those videos that everybody wants. Everybody wants hunting videos on YouTube. And personally, me, I'm out of that hunting. It doesn't. I don't want to be copying. I don't want to be copying at this point. I mean, I am an OG whiskey hunter. I'm the reason why brutally. I'm the reason why I'm brutally that chunky monkey, that chunky dude. I'm the reason why that chunky dude is doing traveling the world and whiskey hunting. I am the reason. Yes, the Reaper's the reason. But the point of the matter is, it's just not cool anymore. It's just not cool. I'm sorry to say. It's not cool to go whiskey hunting and making videos when there's other chunky monkeys out there doing it. It's just not cool, man. It's not cool. It's really not cool. But Whiskers and a couple other people that have whiskey channels, small channels, I'm going to say this. For those channels, I hope they succeed. I really hope they succeed. YouTube is not easy. But I can say, in fact, there's a lot of haters. There's a lot of haters that you don't know. They're haters. They just hate on you because you're doing better. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. And I do know there's a lot of people that show up in the channel sometimes, in the chat room, and they're from probably other channels that they see us. That's okay. No problem. They rewatch the streams. But the point of the matter is, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say here is, okay, make sure to know we are the #1 whiskey hunting OG channel that started off everything. And at the end of the day, I want to give you good recommendations. I do know there's other companies out there that do reach out to me. I got recently a company that reached out to me. And I'm sorry to say it's an American company, but I just don't want to give my attention to that company. It's a very small company, and I think he's sourcing his whiskeys. And I just don't want to give the attention to the company because I know that he's not going to be able to give me a good pay per month. And I just don't want to overdo it. You understand? I don't want to overdo it and just overdo a whiskey that might not be good. For all of you watching, here we go. Let's start drinking a whiskey. And I like to make sure to keep myself, what's the word? Authentic. I want to be transparent with all of you. I used to be some of you guys. I don't want to spend $500. I got the money to spend. Like the old granddad, it's another reason why I didn't spend the $200 some. Now, this is the story. Where we're going to get to the story, yes? And before we get to the story, I'm going to tell you the story of my day. Okay, here we go. Let's tell you my story of my day. For all of you, don't forget Super Chats. Super Chats! They do leave the way on the streams. So far, let's put this on our cup. This is Buffalo Trace. It's probably one of the best. Let's put it on the glass. But I do want to give a recommendation for all the whiskey community, okay, and for anybody that's trying to start an adventure, okay? If you're trying to start a distillery, if you're trying to start a small little distillery, don't do it, my man, okay? If you're a smaller channel like Whiskyer or maybe at Joe's something or maybe some of the other channels are small little channels, I tell you right now, a big thing, because I look at the markets. I put my money where my mouth is. I put my money on everything that I know that it's good or bad. And starting a whiskey company is the worst thing you could do. Please, for all of you, don't start a whiskey company anytime soon. Don't do it. You're going to get dominated by companies out here that are just better than you. It's not worth it. What you can do is, the best thing you could do, and a huge advice for some of you, which I don't have time to do it because I would do it, source out maybe a couple barrels and put them out there for your fans. If you have fans, say you have a small channel, you're growing, that's my recommendation. Why don't I do it, gentlemen? We could do it on here if I want to. We could do it. But I don't feel that we have the huge audience of 500 people watching or 400 people watching. Mash and Drum does it. Our friend Jason, he does it. And I know he asked me a couple times. He goes, "Hey, you're doing one?" Because he always seen my bottle. He always seen my bottle with the logo on it. Mash and Drum would always ask me. I go, "My man, you know it's not worth it. You know it's not worth it for me." He goes, oh, "Okay, got you." But the only reason why he's asking because then I become a competitor, obviously. And then he wants to try my whiskey. I can guarantee you, me and Madison Drums, we have almost the same taste profile on our palettes. Me and him are basically almost the same with palettes. I don't like the things that he doesn't like, and I don't like certain things that some other people like. SLB Brewery, SLB Drinks, I think it's called SLB Drinks. He's an older man. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Older man, nice guy. I talk to him every now and then. He's a nice guy, and he doesn't collab with anybody. He doesn't collab with anybody anymore. He used to. Doesn't collab with anyone anymore. But I can say one thing. The only issue with watching an older man do whiskey, or like we're gonna do whiskey, drink right now. The only bad thing about an older man, this is. I just want to make sure you guys know. I'm not trying to knock him down. I just want to make sure you guys know. The only bad thing about watching an older man doing whiskey reviews is his taste buds are a little bit different than somebody that's in their 30s, 40s, or 50s. If the man is like 80 or 70 something, I think SLB Drinks is. I think he's getting close to. He's getting close to Joe Biden's age. So I do know that some of his taste buds might be a little bit off. And at the end of the day, if he eats a steak just in the afternoon, he'll throw his whole tasting off. But why am I saying this? Because I just want to make sure that you guys know. Please, 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 for all the whiskey YouTubers that are watching, don't start a whiskey company. You're gonna be in debt, and also it's gonna be a huge fail. It doesn't matter what you think. If you have confidence in yourself, if you have confidence in what you have to say, if you have confidence in your fans, it doesn't matter. All of that is going to be a has-been. You sell everything the first time, and you're still going to have this distillery, and you're going to be in debt. Don't do it, okay? I'm going to say it right now. Don't do it. Anyways, that's enough. Why do I say that? I don't know why I just say that, but let's drink it up. Buffalo Trace Kosher, the rye recipe. Let's drink it up. That's a perfect whiskey. That, my man, is a perfect whiskey. That is a perfect whiskey. How much would I pay for that? $100. I would pay $100 for that. I've never paid $100 for any of these. I think I paid some of these bottles that I have. I paid close to $60, and I think the cheapest one that I got MSRP was $50. I got a couple of these. Yes, we froze. I knew it. We froze. And you guys hear me? BLB Brewing Company just got a membership. Holy Lord. What is the coincidence, Joe Waters? What is the coincidence? I said BL Brewing. I said BL Brewing. I think I said instead of SLB. Somebody says I'm muted. Am I good, Riot? Am I good? Let me know. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? I think we should be good, yes? Let me know. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? You're muted. Everybody saying I'm muted. Muted. Boom. We're good. We're good. And so what I was saying, Joe Waters just gave out a membership to BL Brewery Company. He is one of our guys that loves to watch. He doesn't type too much. He loves to watch us. And last time I remember, he celebrated his birthday last year, or I think at the beginning of the year, he celebrated his birthdays on the stream. And it's a huge appreciation to BL Brewery Company. Thank you for, Joe Waters, thank you for giving out a membership out there to the public. Huge appreciation to Joe Waters. We're good, okay, we're good. Okay, so I have the lighting on here. We got all the lighting here. Let's put the lighting a little bit lighter. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put the lighting a little bit brighter, and we're gonna be drinking this. Okay, so I want to know: do you guys want me to buy? Okay, do you want to buy the Peerless, the rum cat? There's a rum finish Peerless. Do you guys want me to buy that? I'll buy it if you want me to, but there's a reason why I didn't buy it today. Anyways, let me tell you about my story today. Let me tell you about my day real quick. Okay, so today, I think you guys heard me talking about how the reason why the reason why we have this on the screen. I think you guys heard why we have the big 1.75 Buffalo Trace on the screen. I was in the aisle today shopping. I was trying to shop for something new, and I was gonna go buy the old Granddad. I'm sorry to say, I think I was probably gonna buy the old Granddad 16. Okay, I was planning on probably buying the old Granddad 16, even though I told myself that I didn't want to buy it. I have the cheese. I have the cheese to buy the old Granddad. I've been having the cheese. But just because you have the cheese doesn't mean you have to buy. Just because you have the cheese doesn't mean you have to buy a stag for $350. You understand? Just because you have the cheese doesn't mean you have to buy the Buffalo Trace kosher rye recipe for $180. You understand? Just because you have the cheese, and Reaper said that this is the best bottle you can get. 1.75 Buffalo Trace, the best whiskey bottle in America. 1.75 doesn't mean that you have to buy this for $120. Okay, understand what kind of cheese you have. Your cheese, you grow your cheese at work, right? All the cheese that you're growing at work, it comes to you, and you store your cheese somewhere at the bank, the cheese bank, yes? And you don't want to put all your money into certain whiskey just because, you know? So for all of you, I just want to say, I was in the aisle. Wait, why did I even say? I don't even know why I said that. Oh, I know why I said that. You guys want to buy the Peerless, the rum finish, batch number 2. I can buy it. It's not this one, but it's a bourbon from Peerless. It's batch number 2. I can buy it if you want. So you guys let me know. Anyway, let's drink this up. Oh, shit. Oh, I almost killed myself. Holy. Oh. Oh. Oh, I think I got cancer in my throat now. Holy shit. That thing went down the wrong windpipe. Have you ever guys had some spicy soup? And you're like, oh man, this soup is so good. And you're just drinking the soup up with a spoon. And all of a sudden you get to this one hot spot. You're like, I'm gonna take a big gulp of this soup. So you chug it down, you put your bowl, you chug it down, and it goes down the wrong windpipe. Did it ever happen to some of you? That just happened to me just now with this Buffalo Trace 94 proofer. Holy Lord. It kind of feels like I got cancer in my throat. I gotta go to the general doctor and ask him, hey man, is my throat okay? Holy shit. If you get it down the wrong windpipe, you kind of don't taste any taste, no flavor, and you kind of feel like you just went to the gas station and you said, you know what, I'm filling up my gas on my car. Might as well just put it in my mouth. Let me see how this Octane 93 tastes like. And you just put it in your mouth. Oh! That's what it tastes like when you put it down the wrong windpipe. You don't taste no flavor. You just taste complete gas. Gas, gas, gas. Holy Lord. Oh, shit. That was insane. It makes me want to start cooking. I had to bring out the water to calm down that pain that I have in my throat. Holy Lord. Have you guys ever had the first sip of soup? Maybe when you were a kid, you guys were a kid, and your mother says when you're a kid, your mother says, It's very hard to soup. You're like, man, this lady, she don't know nothing, man. She don't know nothing, man. She don't know nothing. Don't lick it. Don't have it. It's hot. And she don't know nothing. And you're just so hungry. You get your first bite with a spoon, and you get some noodles and vegetables, and you're super sick. And then she goes, don't eat it. It's hot. And you're like, nah. And you just go get that bite. You put it in your mouth. What you put in your mouth? You put it in your mouth, and the only thing you taste is nothing. It's just hot burning, and you just spit it out. And then the roof of your mouth gets like bubbly because it's like 400 degrees. And then for the next 3 days, you just have that feeling on the top of your mouth. It's burnt. My throat feels like that right now. My throat feels like that right. Holy. Let me see if I affected my. Okay, here we go. Let's see this. Okay, we back. We back to normal. That's good. We back. We good. This is a fantastic model. One of the best balls you can buy. I have showed you the other one. The other one's a weeded. The weeded is very, very good. If I would prefer this one over the weeded, personally, I like this one right now more. The weeded has a little bit of a fruity note. Why would I want a fruity note when I have this over here? Again, I'm going to say this. This doesn't have fruity note. This is like cinnamon, raw spice. When it was first above this, I didn't like it. I thought that was one of the worst whiskeys I've had. One of the worst store picks. But as you start just letting the air hit that whiskey, it gets better and better over time. Okay, here we go. I think we're going to start cooking. Okay, I think we're going to start cooking. You guys ready for me to cook? I was hoping that we get like 50-some people watching me, and then boom, I just put in the chicken. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe. And here we go, let's drink this up. Now, let me just say this. I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to put the whiskeys in front of us. Okay, we're going to put this aside, and we'll put the whiskey in front of us. Okay, so let's start moving this aside. So I'm going to put this right here and move this around. I didn't say it. Okay, what was I going to do? Okay, I was going to do something. Okay, so far, we drank the big boy. I want to say that a lot of you should know the best whiskey on the stream, I think, should be this. Okay, I'm just going to say that right now. For the price, $45.99, this is the best bang for buck and the best whiskey you can buy on the stream, I personally think. Now, I'm saying that before we have the stag. Okay, I'm saying that before we have the stag. So for some of you that do not know allocated whiskey, if you ever find this one for $60, $70, buy this. Highly allocated, highly rare, very wanted in the USA. Buy this one if you haven't found it. I do know I'm talking to a lot of you that know this. I know that I'm talking to a lot of you that know this, but I'm going to say this. You guys, some of you have to know. There's a lot of people out there that do not know this, okay? Stag. There's different batches. This is 22A, 132.2 proof. This is very rare, very highly allocated. Another bowl is highly allocated, very rare. This is another very rare bottle. Why do I show you this? Because these are one of the best whiskeys you can buy in America. And again, highly allocated also the stoop. That's a store pick. I just don't want to show you the company. You know what? It's shameful. There's smaller channels. If you have 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and beyond. If you have 1,000,000 subscribers, you better be getting paid by the store. Never show the store that you're going to. You will be basically if you show a store that you're going to and you're a YouTuber, you're my man. What are you doing, my man? What are you doing? You're promoting for free. It's already bad enough that we're promoting some of these for free, but I'm promoting a lot of these whiskeys because you guys want to know what's the best. But if you're promoting a company and you're a YouTuber, a store, don't promote a store. They're making enough money already. Don't do it, my man. But there's a lot of YouTubers that don't care. They just want to promote the store, and the store owner is like, yes, go promote it. Go do that 5-minute, 6-minute, 10-minute video. Hell yeah. I'm going to give you a pat in the back, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Never do that, my friends. And I do know that some of the YouTubers are watching me. Please don't do that. And if you guys want to make drama about that, of why you shouldn't and why you should, whatever, do whatever you want. Anyways, let's drink this up. This one is, let me drink this kosher. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Al Gore is going to love this. We're going to do the Buffalo Trace, a Stag, and we're also going to do something else that I want to do. Okay, we're going to do both of these. Hey, you guys are like, wait a minute. Don't you gotta cook some chicken? Yeah, I gotta cook some chicken. What then? What then? What then? What you gonna do? You gonna force me to cook some chicken? I do know there's a lot of people out here that are trying to watch this stream because of whiskey. I want to make sure to get you guys in that algorithm. Make sure the algorithm knows that we're a whiskey channel, that we love to cook we love to cook chicken and steak and all type of meats. At the end of the day, we got to make sure that the whiskey community knows that we are a whiskey channel. And a lot of you, I don't pressure any of you to drink anything. But I do pressure a lot of you to make the right decision on buying items, okay? I do make sure to present them. I pressure you guys to buy the right item. Okay, let me start moving this. Move some of this chicken. You know what? I should start cooking the chicken. What time is it? I should start cooking the chicken right now. Yes. I'll start cooking the chicken and I can put it far away. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's cook the chicken before we do this. Haven't got a super chat anytime recently. The last super chat was Joe Waters. So you know what? I'm going to do my thing. Let's go cook this up. Let's go cook up this chicken. And you know what? I'm probably not going to even show you how it looks like at the end. I'm just joking. Okay, let's move this around. Let's move this. Ooh. A stag. Okay, we're going to put this over here. Boom. Let's put this over here. You know what? On Thanksgiving, I'm going to cook a chicken, not a turkey. I'm going to say, whoops. I thought it was a turkey. It's a chicken. I think I might do that for kicks and giggles and just end the stream after 30 minutes. Cook a chicken on Thanksgiving. What a blessing that is. Some people around the world they can't even eat chicken. Third world countries out there, they don't even know what Thanksgiving is. I'm out here eating a big chicken, a big turkey, a big bird. Anyways, the point of the matter is, let's put this over here for all of you that are tuned in. Ryan, I see Ryan. All of you tuned in, here we go. Let's put this over here. Oh, Lord, that's hot. Let me see how hot that is. It is really, really hot. It is boiling. I have cleaned this up already. Let's put this down. I think somebody's screaming at me. Let me see. Is somebody screaming at me? I think so. Somebody's screaming. Oh no, this guy's not screaming at me. He's screaming at his phone. If I could send you a picture, it's the best. Tony Montana overweight. I tell you that. Tony Montana overweight. You hear him? Man, I wish my AC was off. If it was off, I could hear everything. I think I want to turn off this AC to hear his woman just came out and slapped him up. Uh-oh. That's the wild animal. That's the dude that belongs in the zoo. Anyways, let's put this on here. Wait a minute. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys heard that because I have the AC on here. Oh man, maybe I need to go inside and turn off the AC. AC should have turned off already. Damn. That guy's screaming like a monkey. Screaming like a wild animal. There's a lot of monkeys out here in Miami. They come in different sizes too. Hispanics, Jamaican, all type of monkeys out here. We got crazy. Oh, did this guy just scream? No, he didn't. Yeah, I think he did. Anyways, all type of monkeys out here. Cuban monkeys, Colombian monkeys. Look. Wait, I want to put the mic out. Wait. Holy Lord, what a timing. My AC just turned off. Hey, you're going to hear him. You're going to hear him. He's going to be like, what you mean? He's going to be like, what you mean the brick didn't get sold? What you mean the brick didn't get sold? Watch. Let me see if he's still outside. Let me put the chicken on here, though. What you mean the brick didn't get sold? Told you Tony Montana was going to buy that. What you mean he didn't buy it? You're going to hear him soon, hopefully. I think he calmed down. Well, his wife or his girlfriend. I think his girlfriend. I don't think a man like that can have a wife. Let's put this out here. Shit, this smells good. Shoot. Let me see if he's still outside. I'll tell you guys if he's still outside. Don't you worry. I'll tell you guys if he's outside. Don't you worry. I'll tell you. You did hear him, but he stopped a little bit because his wife went outside. I was watching. His wife went outside and slapped that phone off him, but he grabbed it. Maniacs always grab their phones. Okay, this is going to be very hard. What I'm doing here is going to be very hard. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to close this up real quick. Oh, he's still outside. It's a rumble. I feel like I'm in the jungle right now. I'm in the jungle in Miami. Thank God my AC turned off. Wait. We're gonna eavesdrop on this conversation. Oh, he lowered his volume. You know why he lowered his volume? Because I came out like an animal screaming. Look, man, when a small monkey sees a big monkey, he calms the hell down. That's what it is. He calms the hell down. You guys ever seen Steve Irwin go to the jungle and and fight monkeys or capture monkeys or look at monkeys? No, never. He always goes for. Steve Irwin used to go for sharks and stingrays and monkeys, man. Who the hell wants to deal with monkeys? Ain't nobody out here wants to deal with monkeys. Got a monkey in the corner. There you go. Look, man, we got all type of monkeys out here. Somebody said in the chat room, whiskey on the rah. Henny on the rah. If anybody's from Vietnam in the chat room, the drink from the Vietnamese. My friends are Vietnamese and they love Henny. They love that Henny on the rah. They love that Henny on the rah. Let's flip this. Now, when I flip this, it's going to be bad. We're going to get a lot of Vietnamese love that Henny on the rah. If anybody asks me what that is, you know what? Just time yourself out. Holy Lord. What is that? What is that? Come on, dog. What you mean you don't know what Henny on the rah mean, man? Oh! It goes up. Look, this guy looking over. He's having a civilized conversation now. It's like a monkey just put a suit on. My man, I know you're a monkey. I heard you walking out of the house. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're still gonna do the Stag Junior, okay? We're still gonna do the Stag Junior. Okay, for all of you watching, we're at $25 on this stream. Joe Waters, thank you so much. I swear to God. Oh, this guy calmed down. Damn. What a timing. What a timing. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What a timing. What a timing to come down when I'm live streaming on YouTube. Come on, dog. Keep it going. Keep that monkey talk going, man. That's the animal that always. And by the way, the man is actually 120 yards away from me, and you can still hear him. I don't know if you heard him, but you can hear him. Shit. Vietnamese guy. He goes. What does he say? What does he say? He says on social media. He says. What up, people? It's Saturday. I'm about to have a drink. And he says, I'm about to have some Henny on the rah. I'm still blown away. I showed that video to my Vietnamese friends. They said, what the hell did I just watch? I said, come on, man. Whiskey on the rah. You guys can look that up on YouTube. Or maybe on Twitter. Okay, let's close this up. Joe Waters over here. It says, dragonflies have them legs, yet can't walk. Why am I telling you this? Why would I not? And now everybody except me is using Google. Shoo! Joe Waters, shout out to you, Joe Waters. You know what? Dragonflies. I don't know why dragonflies aren't like looked up, like researched, because their wings go like a million miles per hour. I always thought that. I'm gonna read another super chat. Got another super chat from somebody else. Oh, Bruce. Bruce says, "Let's go bullet." Oh, Bruce, come on, Bruce. Oh, shoot, Bruce. Bruce would say that, wouldn't he? Bruce would say that. If Bullet wins, I'm going to have to bring out a bullet. If Bullet wins, I'm going to have to bring out a bullet. You know what? I don't even want to move this chicken. This chicken is literally, I'm going to say it right now, this chicken is it's so tuned into this side. Bruce, thank you so much, Bruce, and also Joe Waters. Joannas, thank you so much, Joannas. Both of you, thank you so much for the super chats. I actually don't want to even move any of this. I actually want this to flip the other way. Some of these pieces are looking really beautiful. And if you can see them, you can see them. If you can, you can't. What am I going to say? Poof! Poof! I just got secondhand smoke right there. Woo! Okay, let's close this up. This is turning into... The guy went inside. Lord heavens. Lord heavens. The guy went inside. Anyways, the point of the matter is the guy went outside with his phone and started screaming out like a monkey that he is. Dude, that monkey's a real monkey. I'll tell him in his face. If I ever see him, I'm probably never going to see him. But I would tell him in his face that he needs to chill the hell out. Let's open this up. He's the one that puts that music. You guys heard it before. He's very popular on the stream. He's been killing my algorithm, YouTube algorithm. He's very popular. He's been killing my, he's been killing my, what is it called? He's been, the guy that's screaming, what is his name? I don't even know his name. We could call him Monkey. He's been killing my monetization. Because every time you play music, it kills the monetization. I only allow playing music if we get huge super chats. And I think next month we're gonna get huge super chats. So anyways, here we go. Let's close this up. We're doing this because for all of you that do not know that piece. So for on the stream, what we're doing is chicken, right? But these chickens are chicken thighs. And there's very small, free range chicken thighs. I just want to make sure you guys understand what the difference is. This over here, very thin, very small, those chickens. So I'm working them over here over the heat, making sure that they work over the heat. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to turn that so I don't have to move those chickens. And the only way I can turn that is if the heat on this side lowers a little bit, I'll be able to turn all the grates. Look at this. This is cooking 101. This is cooking 101. Let's open this up. Cooking 101. Okay, you know what? I don't got time. I don't got time to be moving this around. It's gonna be way too hot for me to turn this around. As a matter of fact, maybe I could turn around. Let me move that. You know what? Maybe I could turn around. Oh! Okay, maybe I can turn around. Maybe I can. I'm just gonna turn these. I'm gonna turn these puppies one time. And what I'm doing, I'm stacking some of these. I'm putting some of these that are in the mix. Just turning them. And for some of you, look at this. This is beautiful. Let's turn some of these out of the way. Okay, so this is looking good. And again, you guys already know. I think you guys know what I'm going to do with this, right? Okay, looking good, looking good. Let's put this over here. Look at that. Looking absurdly good. So it's time. This is time for me to put my gloves on. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves on real quick. Let's put my gloves on real quick. We're going to start drinking some whiskey soon. For the meantime, I want to make sure that the heat just tunes down a little bit. What the hell I have in this glass? Oh, okay. Let me put these luxurious gloves on. And I'm just gonna flip this around, okay? Whew. We got Edgar over in the chat room. Great to see Edgar in the chat room. And for all of you watching, you guys know who Edgar Romeo is. He is one of our super wrenches in the chat room. Edgar, you missed it. The guy across the ocean. He ran out of his house and he starts screaming at his monkey phone. Monkeys always have a monkey phone. That's what it is. Anyways, here we go. For all of you, let's start moving this a little bit to us. I'm gonna move this. Oh, look at that. Woo! Look at this. Oh, that's hot. Woo! Oh, somebody just honked the horn. Shout out to them. Okay, let's put this over here. Here we go. That monkey horn. Oh, these little pieces of chicken. Those little pieces of chicken looking beautiful. This is really looking good. Wow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, you guys see this? Yes? Okay, let me back up. You guys see this? Looks good. I'm just going to do one final touch. Nothing crazy, just one final touch, okay? One final touch. And also, I'm going to put, if you guys don't already know, I'm going to also put Mike's hot honey on this. But I'm going to put it after. I'm not going to put it now. I'm going to put it after. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to close this up. Oh, wait, before we close this up, oops. Too close. Before we do anything, we're just going to move it here. Okay. The chicken's looking really, really good. It smells good, too. Let's close this up. Monkey dude, that dude. Anyways, over here, Joe Waters. Good to see Joe Waters in the chat room. Last super chat was Joe Waters, and now we have Edgar. Edgar Romeo says, Ripper Cool, I see you, Ripper Cool. Thank you so much, Edgar Romeo, with the $20 appreciation on the stream. Huge shout out to Edgar, shout out to Edgar. We are officially, I feel a little bit better. We're at 55. As a matter of fact, we're not at 55, we're at 60. We're at $60 on the stream. Because I think Joe Waters gave out a membership. We're at $60 on this stream, which is great for a Wednesday. It's really great. Okay, anyways, before I say anything more, looks amazing, doesn't it? It looks good. I'm looking forward to this chicken. But before we say anything more about this chicken, should I start putting that Mike's Hot Honey? I don't know if I want to put the Mike's Hot Honey. I can always do it. Oh, shoo! Oh, over here, Edgar. Woo-wee. Over here, Edgar with a $40 super chat. Now we're at $100. We are at $100 on this stream, and that's our goal on every stream, to make at least 100 or more. You guys are killing it all the time. The chat room, Edgar Rose shows up, and it's a great, just to thank you, Edgar. Huge appreciation to you, Edgar. I don't tend to say thank you all that often, but this month has been, holy Lord, this month has been hard. Edgar says over here, $40 super chat. Reaper, I see you. Edgar, you know what? I see you too. This is what we're going to do, Edgar. Here we go, Edgar. This is what we're going to do, Edgar. Let's back up a little bit. Let's back up a little bit. While that chicken is getting nice and nice and nice. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do it, shouldn't I? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it for Edgar. I'm gonna do it for Edgar. Let's do it for Edgar. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm just gonna put it on here. Just gonna put it on the son of a gun. There we go. Just gonna put it on the son of a gun. So here we go. We're gonna do it on here. You guys see this? Good. Okay, so the chicken looks good, right? The only thing missing is that hot honey. Let me put the hot honey. Let me get a pan. Let me get a, as a matter of fact, yeah, let me get a pan. Oh, piece of wood. I'm gonna get a piece of wood. Okay, here we go. To make this perfect, you're gonna put Mike's Hot Honey on top of this. Okay, you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. Here we go, Mike's Hot Honey. For all of you watching, here we go, Mike's Hot Honey on top of this. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. There you go. You can see what I'm doing. Perfect. Mike's Hot Honey. Here we go. Let that soak in. Okay, that's Mike's Hot Honey. Let that soak into there. That looks beautiful. Let that just soak in there. And for some of you watching, I hope you're enjoying this stream. I'm showing you a good way to make good chicken. And I want to make sure that you guys don't go out. Don't go out, baby. Don't go out. You can do this at home, okay? Okay, so we're going to do this right here. Mike's Hot Honey. Mike's Hot Honey. Okay, what I'm going to do also is we're going to leave that on there for just a little bit, okay? Edgar Romeo, huge shout out to Edgar Romeo. $60 on the stream. Thank you so much, Edgar. Okay, let me get that piece of wood, and we're gonna do stag for Edgar. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna do the stag. Yes, we're gonna do the stag. We're gonna do the stag, and we're also gonna be doing. We're gonna putting that up against Peerless. Let me get a piece of wood out here. Okay, here we go. I gotta take this off now. It should be good time. Good time for me to take this off. Yes. And again, what are we gonna do? Well, we're doing some amazing chicken. It's just gonna be the best chicken I ever made. I could do too many things with this chicken, but I love the fact that it's inexpensive. And for all of you, it's beautiful. I'm gonna show you how beautiful this is, and we're gonna start drinking more whiskey, okay? Let's put this out of the way. Look at this. Let's start moving some of these over here. I mean, come on, dawg. Come on. These little pieces are gonna go in my little pieces. I'm gonna move these little pieces in the way. Hopefully, you guys can see. Ripper Crew. Hopefully, you guys can see on the stream. We're at $100, $100 on the stream. Thank you for everybody. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Want to start moving this? Start moving this chicken. Man, that chicken looks good. Start moving this chicken. Oh my God, it smells insane. This is like, holy. Start moving this chicken. Okay, let's start moving this chicken. I think I got all chicken. Little piece. Never miss a little piece. That little piece is good. Maybe I could have it while I'm having the stack. Okay, so we have this going right. To stop this from flaming up, close the vent on the bottom. You guys are right. This is a charcoal grill. Close the vent in the bottom. Make sure to have it closed. And now, one of the main things, close this up. Once you close that up, make sure the lid is on tight. Make sure the bottom is sealed all the way. There we go, the bottom sealed all the way. I made sure of it, the bottom sealed all the way. Let's back up. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit that like button if it's stream, it helps out a bunch. Hit that like button if it's stream, it helps out a bunch. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, ready? I'm looking forward to trying this chicken. I'm going to try the chicken in front of you guys, okay? We're going to try the chicken in front of you guys. I can't wait. Let me make some room out here. Okay, we good. Let's show you the chicken. And over here, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Let's back up. Let's back up. Boom. Let's back up. I'm missing the sun. Missing the sun. It's been a while. Here we go. Let's move this. Shoo! Look at this. This looks really good. Holy Lord. This looks really good. Holy Lord. There's a lot of pieces. Let's start moving some. Oh. I want to eat this so bad. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. I want to eat this so bad. You know what? I can't wait. Sorry. I can't wait. Let's try this one. You know, no. Oh, my Lord, my lips. That is insane. That is wild. That is good. Huge shout out to Edgar Romy with the $60, $40, and $20. Reaper, I see. Look, Edgar, I see you, my man. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a fresh new glass. Let's get a fresh new glass on here. And before I get a fresh new glass, I'm going to just move some stuff inside. We use this olive oil, really good olive oil. We also used We also use this seasoning so far. I think it's pretty good. We're going to see how it is. Use this seasoning. We use also Mike's Hot Honey. You guys know what it is. Mike's Hot Honey. Okay, let me move some of this out of the way. And let me get two fresh glasses. Okay, here we go. Two fresh new glasses. Where we're gonna put this? We're gonna put this over here. Boom, boom, boom. Edgar Romeo. Here we go, Edgar Romeo. The time has come. The time has come. I'm gonna try some of this. And here we go. We're gonna start moving. Start moving some chicken. Start moving some chicken out of the way. Okay, so stag. Let's put the stag in here. Boom. Let's put the stag in here. Let's move some of these whiskeys in the way. Boom. Okay, we'll put the stag in here. Yes. Okay, we got the stag in here. Let's pour up a little bit of stag in here in this glass. Is it worth it? We're gonna do this. There's a lot of YouTubers that don't really be honest with a lot of people. I'm pretty honest. I'm as blunt as possible. I don't want to waste your time. Okay. Also on this glass, what are we gonna do? Well, you ready? I think you guys already know what I'm gonna do. On that glass, let's move that. Let's move that just a little bit on the side. There we go. On this glass, we're gonna do Peerless Double Oaked. Edgar Romeo, you gotta get this one. Let's pop this open. This is 107 proof. 107 proof. Where's that piece of chicken? I don't even know. And this one over here is 132.2 proof. Let's nose this out. Here we go. Stag. Let's nose this out for all of you watching. Cheers, all of you. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. Let's drink this up. No, let's nose it up. I'm sorry. Let's nose it up. Very strong. You can tell that is very strong. Wow. Cinnamon. A lot of cinnamon on this one. Oh, you can't go too deep. 132 proof. 132.2 proof. Can't go too deep. Molasses. Caramel. Oh, man. This is intense. Dark fruit. A little bit of dark fruit. I love the fact that some of the stags usually have dark fruit. Okay, let me smell this one up. This is Peerless Double Oaked. Okay, Peerless Double Oaked. Let me smell this one up. It's almost like a stag tuned down. Molasses, caramel. I didn't get the caramel on the stag, but I get caramel on here. Brown sugar, caramel. A lot of molasses. Very, 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 very pleasant. Okay, here we go. What am I going to do? Edgar Romeo, what should I do first? I'm going to give it to Edgar Romeo. Do I drink the stag first or do I drink the Peerless first? Let me know, Edgar. In the chat room, Edgar, which one do I drink first? Let me know, Edgar. Which one do I drink first? Which one do I drink first? He says over here in the chat room, he says Stag. By the way, the poll is officially up. And in the poll, in the chat room, I had asked a question. In the question that I had asked, which is your favorite go-to whiskey? And everybody says 30% Buffalo Trace, 30% Maker's Mark. Holy Lord. Wait a minute. Joe Waters over here with a super chat. He says over here, give us an oof. Not sure if Benitez has showed up. Yes. Oh, we're going to give you an oof right now. And also, did I miss a super chat? I think I missed a super chat. I'm so sorry. My bad. Joe Waters, my fault. Joe Waters with a $2 super chat says, pinche $2, make y'all holla. Hi, Edgar. Hey, Joe Waters, that's funny. We're out here picking up quarters from Joe Waters. I just picked up 4 quarters and another 4 quarters and another. I picked up a total of how many quarters? 16 quarters from Joe Waters. Thank you so much, Joe Waters. Anyways, Joe Waters, here we go. And Edgar over here we go. Edgar says stag. Okay, he says stag. So here we go. We're going to go straight to the stag. Let me just say this right now. Wow. Super strong molasses, super rich caramel, cinnamon popping through my mouth. Wow. The dark fruit is almost like, think of like a very ripe cherry, Think of like dark fruit like that. You can get a little bit, it's a little bit juicy. On the finish, on the stream, it's a little bit dry on the finish. And for all of you that want to know, is this good? Let's see, is this good with this? Oh my Lord. That chicken is amazing. Holy heaven. This is why I saved the little pieces. This chicken is amazing. Oh my God, this is better than any fast food I've ever had. This is better than Popeye's chicken. Whoa. That's a big statement. Holy. This is better than Popeye's chicken. Let me see if there's another piece on here. Oh, I gotta get this. Oh my, look at this. Look at this piece. I gotta get this piece. This is better than Popeye's chicken. Oh my. You can't beat this. I'm sorry to say. This is better than bourbon. The bourbon chicken that I made. This is better than the bourbon chicken that I made. This is better than some of the barbecue chickens that I made. Just the flavors of the saltiness, all in that seasoning, and then that mine's hot. Let me see. Is there another little piece? We can steal it from it. This is. No. This is. I want to be honest with all of you. This is probably one of the best chickens you can make. This outblows that bourbon chicken. I take this over the bourbon chicken. Wow. Oh, man. I never lick my, well, I do lick my fingers for you guys. But in the restaurants and stuff, I don't really lick my fingers. It's absolutely amazing. Now that I had that one, I'm going to have the stag again. Let me drink this up again. Very ripe. A very ripe cherry on here. Very ripe cherry. Caramel now flowing through. Cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon bite. Ripe spices there. Tooting in almost in the finish. I get a little bit almost like a leather note on here now. Leather note on here. You know what a leather note is when it's a little bit funky. It has a little bit of a, almost a dry note, but it's not a dry note. The oak note on here is very, very overwhelming. Very overwhelming on the finish. Keeps you a little bit spiced up and seasoned and almost a little bit dry. This stag is ridiculous. 132.2 proof. Now, the reason why I showed you guys this is because I don't recommend this to any rookie. If you're a rookie, you're into bourbon whiskey, you want to go into bourbon whiskey, and you buy this bottle, you're not going to appreciate it. If I want to recommend your bottle on the stream, you're ready to see. The 1.75 is what I recommend everybody. Don't be that guy. You want to be in the cool club. If you want to be in the cool club, just get this, okay? Get the big 1.75. Do not, I'm going to say this for the rookies, do not buy the stag. If you buy the stag, if you don't drink often, if you don't drink whiskey, if you're not into bourbon whiskey, or if you're getting into bourbon whiskey, that's a bottle that's going to make you say, who the hell buys this? Why do they buy this? I don't understand. No comprehende, man. Why do they buy this? This stuff is horrendous. It's not horrendous. Your palate isn't used to it. Okay? I do recommend this. This is a higher proof. Now that's 90 proof. This is 132 proof. And if you had an option to tell the rookies out there that are watching, you're probably the first time watching this stream. You're seeing me cook this chicken and you want to cook the chicken. You can cook it the same way you want to. Get the recipe. Point of the matter is, I recommend you this. If you're a rookie, if you're new into whiskey, I recommend you this. And this bottle over here, which is that bottle over here, that Buffalo Trace bottle over the stag. Okay? Just because a lot of cool people like me like this doesn't mean that you have to be in the ball game. You understand? If you don't know how to ride a motorcycle, don't try to hop on a motorcycle and try to ride it just to be cool. Understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. What the matter is, I'm going to put it on here. Edgar Romeo sent. He finished us off. He finished us off. Thank you, Edgar. He finished us off. It sounds wrong. But you can't say hashtag no homo, because if you say it in the NBA, you'll get fined $100,000. You'll get fined $100,000 in the NBA if you say hashtag no homo. The point of the matter is a double oak peerless. We're going to put this on here. Hey, let's drink this up. Hey, let's drink this up. Okay, here we go. Let's drink this up. If I want to recommend Edgar Romeo whiskey, let me see. Is it going to be the Peerless or is it going to be the Stag? Let's see. That Peerless is perfect. Oh, my Lord. That Peerless is perfect. Holy shoot. Let me say this again. I'm going to say this one more time for all of you that are watching. That Peerless bourbon whiskey is perfect. And it's so perfect that I'm going to start moving. I'm going to start moving some of this chicken out of the way. Let's start moving some of this chicken out of the way. Boom. Let's start moving some of this chicken out of the way. That Peerless is perfect. If I wanted to recommend Edgar Romeo whiskey, you already know Edgar Romeo, he drinks whiskey. I recommend you this, Edgar. 132.2 proof. But if you are getting into high proof whiskey, but you're not there yet, you got to the point that you've drank a Jack Daniels. Maybe your friend gave you Jack Daniels. Well, Jack Daniels is Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey. This is Kentucky style whiskey. Your friend gave you Jack Daniels at 134 proof, and you drank it and you didn't like it because it's too high proof. This is not a whiskey you're going to want to have. Now, this over here is a whiskey you want, okay? This is 107.9 proof, and it's perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's drink this up. There's nothing wrong with it. A rich amount of caramel, a large amount of caramel. I almost have on the underside a little bit of a A little bit almost like a brown sugar and honey mixed up with a little bit of, with a tad bit of just beautiful oak. The oak note is so good because of that caramel. It's so perfect. It's so rich. It's very nice. You get a tad bit of almost like a tad bit of, let me see. Let me go again. The finish is gone almost. Oh, a little bit of leather on here. You can tell the leather on here is a little bit funky, but it makes it unique. A little bit of leather on here, very nice. Molasses note on here, just tuning in. Molasses, a little bit of molasses. Cinnamon, nice amount of cinnamon, beautiful amount of oak note. The oak note is just prevalent throughout the finish. This is a perfect whiskey. Perfect whiskey. Which one's better? Well, obviously, I will always say Stag. But the thing is, this is the thing. If I'm saying this is a perfect whiskey and the Stag is better, then the Stag has to be super perfect. It gotta be super perfect, my man. And there's a reason why it's probably super perfect. Let me do this for all of you. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me show you what super perfect is. Super perfect to me is a whiskey that you can have in a cocktail. You can have it in ice. You can have it neat. And you can have it with a little bit of water. That's to me what a super perfect whiskey is. So let's see for all of you. This is the Stag. Yes, this is Stag. Let's drink this up. Let's nose this up. I'm nosing this up. I'm getting a lot of rich corn now. Rich corn and rich amount of corn. Oh, corn, popcorn, almost like popcorn corn. AMC popcorn corn, very nice. I'm still getting those caramels, and I'm getting just a lingering of corn. Right now, I'm getting a sweetness on the corn and caramel. Cinnamon, a little bit of toffee. And I'm also getting right now, weirdly, a little bit almost like a tannic oak note now that I put water. Let's drink this up. That is a super perfect whiskey. Super perfect whiskey. Corn, you could just taste it. Beautiful sweetness on that corn. Caramel through the roof. I'm getting a little bit more of the vanilla on here. It reminds me of the vanilla from the Coca-Cola. Have you ever had a Coca-Cola vanilla? I love one of my favorite Coca-Cola sodas in the world. Dr. Pepper, creamy Dr. Pepper, cherry Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper, creamy Dr. Pepper. What? Oh, vanilla Coca-Cola. Those are some of my favorite ones, and I obviously like the regular Coca-Cola. But this over here, it gives you a spark. When you add a little bit of water, it gives you a little bit of spark. I'm chewing this. For some of you that don't know, I'm chewing this. And it's really good. I like it a lot. Stag is super perfect. You can do anything with it. Amazing, outstanding. This is a hell of a drink. If you find this one for $70, buy it. The max I would tell you to buy is $150 for this batch. And for anyone, $150 I think would be good. Today, what I want to tell you guys, what I want to say on the stream that I didn't tell you before, I'll tell you now. But before I tell you now, let me have this bite. That is insane. No man, no man, man. That is so good. The best. Oh, one of the best chickens I've made. Mm, that is insane. Ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I can't believe how good that is. That is so good. This chicken. This chicken is so good. If you guys went to a restaurant, you'd want to go back to the restaurant. That's how good that is. Wow, that's so good. It is insane. Anyways, for all of you, you know what? I think I've said what I need to say. What did I say today on? Oh, I went to the store to get the old Granddad 16 because I wanted to make sure that you guys had a fun time while I'm watching me on Thanksgiving. When I got to the store, they didn't have it anymore. It's not a bottle that I wanted to buy, so maybe it's meant to be. Maybe it's meant to be. It's not a bottle that I want to buy and show you guys just because it's a $220, and there's other bottles out there, like the Cowboy, the Garrison Brothers Cowboy that's out there. 10th anniversary. There's other good bottles out there. Am I gonna buy? You know what, Edgar Romeo? Edgar Romeo, I'm gonna ask you, Edgar Romeo. Should I buy the Peerless, the rum finish, rum finish? Should I buy it? Let me know, Edgar Romeo. I'm going to ask you, you tell me if I should buy it. And if you tell me yes, I'll see if I figure out if I want to buy it or not. But there's a rum finish bourbon from Peerless that just came out. Let me know, Edgar. If you tell me to buy it, I might just buy it. Okay, my man? Edgar, I might just buy it. Okay, so on the stream. Let's back this up. Let's put this over here. On the stream. The best whiskey on the stream. That beats the Stag. It beats the Stag in popularity. This is very popular, but there's a lot of rookies not going to like it. What beats the Stag in popularity is Edgar says, go for a Reaper. Go for a Reaper. I don't want to buy it, as a matter of fact. I don't want to, but it's $100 and $150. I don't want to buy it because I know, in fact, that it's just going to be a Peerless Double Oak Rye is my preference. I think we did the toasted. We did the toasted Peerless, and I told you guys it was a waste of money. It was like $200. It was just a waste of money. You know, the Great Label one. You guys saw, remember? Peerless. I'm not going to show you that one again. I feel like every time I show you guys something, you guys are going to want to buy. I don't want to show you that. I put that bottle away. I put that bottle like far away and back. But let me just say this. Out of everything on here, the best bottle and the best marketing bottle will be the 1.75 Buffalo Trace. I will tell you this, and I'm going to attest to this. Every time you buy a bottle, every year, different year, whatever year you buy it, get the 1.75. All of these are very different, okay? Make sure to buy the 1.75 bottles of Buffalo Trace. They're all going to be a little bit different. This one has a little bit of raspberry, a little bit of fruit notes on here, a little bit of cinnamon, a little that beautiful Buffalo Trace oak note is very good. But you can only get that from the big 1.75. I just want to give you guys that secret. No other YouTuber is going to tell you this, and I hope no other YouTuber tells you this because that's just what it is. Before I end the stream, let's end the stream with another glass of this Stag. Maybe I should, wait, whoa. I'm going to end the stream with the other glass of the other Stag. Let's put the other Stag on the stream. Let's move this out of the way. Almost fell. Let's put this one over here. Let's put that one over here. I'm going to drink this other one. Personally, I'm going to say this. If anybody drinks a whole stag in a month, you're sick. You're a sick man. You're a sick man. April says, what bottle should I buy my sister? April. Okay. What bottle should you buy your sister? So every liquor store in every city has a different amount of whiskey. If I wanted to recommend you a whiskey, get yourself, this is what you need to get. Okay, here we go, April. This is what you need to get. Find your way. This is what you need to get your sister. Purple top, Garrison Brothers. Lady Bird, for the ladies. This is for the ladies, okay? For all the ladies. Get yourself this. If you like this, I guarantee you, there's no lady out there that's not going to like this. Here we go. This is the one I recommend, and this is the bottle that I recommend a lot of you to get. But for the ladies, for April, one of our super ranchers, she's asked in the chat room, what should I get Ira Soto? This is the bottle you should get. A purple top, Garrison Brothers, Lady Bird. This is the perfect bottle for a lady. It's a perfect bottle for a super ranch like Ira Soto. So there is your answer. There's your answer, okay? Ira Soto. Now, the reason why I respond to Ira Soto because Ira Soto, she sends $50, $100 super chats, and she's her super ranch, yes? So here we go. Let's pour this up. Again, I want to say this. Just want to say this. I have a bunch of stags. Every time I find a stag for a good price, I buy them. Inside, I probably have like 7 inside or 8 stags inside. So I have a total of maybe 10. See if I have 8, 9, 10. There you go. Math, easy math. I have like 10 stags. I don't open all of them. What's the point of opening all of them? But the point of the matter is, let's pop this open. This one is 131.1 proof. Do you see the difference? Can somebody tell me the difference? If you get the difference, if you know the difference in these both bottles, let me know right now. Do you see the difference? I'll give you a shout out in the chat room if you find out what the difference is in these bottles. What's the difference? I want to know right now. Chat room. What is the difference in these bottles? Look at this. What's the difference on these bottles? Tell me. Here we go. Here you go. What's the difference on these bottles? Somebody said the color. No. The color isn't the difference. Tell me, come on. Chat room. Talk with me, chat room. And what is the difference? Somebody said the color. Somebody else says the batch. No, not the batch. The difference on. Come on now. The batch. Everybody says the batch. No. Come on. There's a big difference. Somebody says the price. No. I'm going to show you again. And hey, listen to me. The proof, somebody says the proof in the chat room. No. I want to say no. The color, no. Okay, let me show you real quick. Okay, I'm going to show it shortly. I did say underline. What's the difference in the bottle? Underline bottle, okay? So here we go. This is the first one. This is the second one. Okay, here we go. You see the difference? What is the difference? Let me see in the chat room if somebody figure it out. The new bottles are different than the old bottles. So let's see if somebody said the proof, the label color. Nope. All right, somebody said here. Who said this? The label color is different. There you go. The first one that said it was Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty says, no junior on that bottle. And then we had also Edgar Romeo. He says the label, yes. So the new bottles And this is for some of you to know, because if you go into the store and you find an old label, you can see it. The different shout-outs of Farm Kitty and Edgar Romeo, both of them got it. You see the junior? Okay, so here we go. Let me just show you real quick. Right here, there's a junior. You see it says Stag and Junior. Okay? This is the old type stags. Now, if you buy these stags, they're very, very, very unique. Not only they're unique, they're almost antiques, okay? This is a junior, okay? If you find this, buy a couple of them. They're very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. The new ones, and again, shout out to Edgar Romeo and the Farm Kitty. There's no junior on here, okay? They took off the junior and they just put stag. Back in the days, we used to get these over for $59.99, $64.99 at the stores. They were sitting on the shelves. Nowadays, you can't find these anymore on the shelves. They're very allocated, very hard to get. They're very, very hard to get, okay? So for all of you, you guys are the difference. I just want to teach you guys a little bit of what's good. And what's good, let me repeat myself again. What's the best whiskey on the stream? Buffalo Trace 1.75, the big boy, $45.99. $45.99. You get amazing, amazing flavors, and each one of them might taste a little bit different, especially if you get it from a different year. Get yourself the 1.75, okay? Okay, anyways, enough promoting that big boy, because then I'm not going to have any for myself. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Let's nose this up. We have $100 on the stream. Thank you, everybody. Edgar Romeo, you shout out to Edgar Romeo for dropping in here like dropping in. Who drops in? Marvel, DM. I'm trying to think of a superhero. At this moment, I can't think of a superhero that just drops in. We can't say Edgar Romeo is like the Hulk. Boom! Smash! We can't say he's like the Hulk. We can't say he's like Superman. Boom! No. Edgar Romeo is a unique man. Unique man. Super Romeo. Shout out to Super Romeo. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Yes, he shows up late at night when you least expect it. He throws down the big super jets. Here we go. Let's try this out. And if you guys know, Reaper is king. That means that I'm the king. And yeah, I mean, we made this a long time ago. It's a beautiful glass. Let's drink this up. Holy shit. This is insane, man. Whoa. Insanity. I always get this is why I don't drink the whole damn thing. This is insane. 131.1 proof. Insanity. Oh my Lord. Molasses is to the yin, the molasses. It's unbelievable. It's every whiskey lover's dream to have a bottle like that, to just knock you out. This is like having a girlfriend. This is like having a girlfriend with a big booty, and that always just bites back to you. You know what I mean? Bites back to you. You tell her, shut up, and she just talks back to you. She doesn't put her ears down. She puts her ears up when you say shut up. Shut up! And she just puts her ears up and she says, you know what? Your breath stinks. Come on, my breath don't stink. This is like a for all of you, man, this is like a, what else would I could say? It's like a big booty girl that you got, and you tell her, you know what? You're a goddamn big old ho. She says, it's not Christmas yet. No, I'm talking about you. And then she says, you know who's a ho? And say, well, who? And she says, your shoes, look at them. They're dirty as hell. You walking out of this house. You know what? Shout out to that Stag Junior. Anyways, the point of the matter is, shout out to the big titty, big booty hoes. You know what? Ho. Christmas time. Ho for YouTube algorithm. Ho. We're talking about Christmas time. Ho. Christmas. Ho. That's what Santa Claus says. Ho. That's what he says. Make sure the YouTube algorithm doesn't get me saying something wrong. Ho ho ho! That's what Santa Claus says when he comes down the chimney. He goes down the chimney. He's looking around. You think Santa Claus goes down the chimney and he doesn't? Holy heavens! James Cox just gave out 5 membership. Kiyuki got a membership. Also, Rob D got a membership. Powley got a shout out to Powley, got a membership. And also Lawrence got a membership. Ross Farmer C47 got a membership. And shout outs to our member that has been watching us. Thank you so much. Huge appreciation. Let's all give a huge appreciation. Okay, because I do know there's a lot of people that want to be anonymous. James Cox. I'm gonna say it like this: James Cox. Shout out to James Cox. If there was a podcast called James Cox, I'd probably watch it. James Cox, thanks so much, James Cox. Huge appreciation, James Cox, with the five member giveaways. James Cox, if I want to recommend you something, I do want to recommend you one thing, James Cox. Get yourself that membership. The membership allows you to watch those private streams. Sometimes I do put those private streams on private streams, and I recommend you to definitely get that membership, James Cox. Get that membership. If my members can throw in the chat room how to get that membership, there's a link for you to get that membership. Huge shout out. Joe Water just gave out a membership too. Empress Janet, holy Lord, that's a big, holy Lord, is that a strip club? Joe Wallace just gave out one membership to Empress Janet's Wonderland of the Strip Club. Holy Lord, we got a Snow Bunny strip club that just got a membership from Joe Waters. James, thank you so much, James. Huge appreciation, huge, James. I want to thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and also James. Thank you for being a part of the stream. And don't worry if you're not commenting in the chat room, as long as you're appreciating the stream. That's all that matters. James. Thank you so much, James. And I hope for all of you that saw the stream yesterday, it's a private stream. It's a stream that you guys can make a lot of money. The only way you can make a lot of money is to watch that stream from yesterday. It's about crypto. It's about portfolios and about your stock market and your financial stake, okay? For all of you, watch that stream from yesterday. I guarantee you, you learn something from it. And for a lot of you, just like James, get that membership if you haven't. Over here, Forum Kitty. Thank you, Forum Kitty, for dropping a link in here. Click that link. Get that membership. Click that join button. It's $5 a month, and you could be able to watch those private streams. Yes, those private streams, just like yesterday, the private streams. You want to make, how much you want to make? 20,000? If you want to make 20,000, there's no financial advice, but the private stream from yesterday, you learn how to make that. You just have to listen, and you just have to be disciplined. James, thank you so much. Did I drop water in here? Can somebody tell me? Did I drop water in here? I think I did, right? Somebody told me that I dropped water in here. Okay, I did. Okay, here we go. Let me nose one out. Holy Lord. This is insane. This is insane. Really insane. James, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is an adult stream for some of you that do not know. If you're 21, you're an adult. Congratulations. You made it to the big time. Point them out of red. For all of you, this is an adult stream. Let's drink this up. That's perfect. You add a little water, and that's perfect. That's tamed down to the max. That's a perfect bottle. This is a perfect, super perfect bottle. This is a perfect bottle because this one's better. But this one's still good. For all of you rookies, you'll probably like this one more than this one. Let me drink this up. It blows me out of the water. Wow. Blows me out of the water. The richness on here. Strong amount of roots. I get more darker fruits on here on this one than this one. I get a large amount of almost like not ripe. This one I get ripe cherries, and this one I get like fresh cherries on here. Caramel, vanilla, oak note is perfect. A little bit of that rye. I don't get cinnamon on this one. This one I get cinnamon. This one I get cinnamon. That is a perfect Stag Junior. That's a perfect one. James. I'm gonna say James, and then also Edgar Romeo on the stream. We are at $135. $135 on the stream, okay? $135 on the stream. MSRP on these should be, I think Al Gordon said, $69.99. But the thing is, in 2024, I'm going to say this. The price should have gone up on these bottles, okay? Don't pay no more than $150 for this, okay? Don't pay no more than $150, even if it says junior. Don't pay more than $150 on this, because you can find other bottles out there that have an age statement on here. Let me drink the rest of this. We're gonna end the stream after I drink this. We're gonna end the stream after this. Ladies and gentlemen, Forum Kid says $74.99. See, every state is different. Point the matter is, shout out to all of you. We made $140 some dollars, I believe, on the stream today. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody. Edgar Romeo is the biggest super chatter on the stream. $60 on the stream. Blah, blah, blah. $60 on the stream. This chicken is amazing. James, I hope to see you in the comments. And if you're not in the comments, okay, you can still watch the stream. Don't worry, you don't have to comment. A lot of you, I do know a lot of you are intimidated in the chat room, and you guys love to have me on the phone or on your TV. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope I showed you a good time, and I hope I saved you a lot of money. Shout out to USA. Shout out to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and U.S. Space Force. The Space Force is balancing aliens over there to the moon. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe up here if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to comment after this video. The first one to comment after this live stream on this live stream, I will pin the comments. Whatever comment you say, you could say banana, you could say watermelon, you can say whatever you want. The first one to comment after this live stream ends, in the comment box, in the comments, I'm gonna pin that comment so that everybody sees what you said. You could say a positive thing, you could say a negative thing. I don't care what you could say. You could say chunky soup sucks. You could say chunky soup sucks, Reaper. Don't have it for hurricane season. You can say that. I don't care what you say. I'll pin the comment. The first one to comment after this live stream, I'm going to pin the comment. And for all of you, it could be a lady or a man. It don't matter. You could be an alien commenting. You could be a cat. You could be my dog. I don't care. You could be the hamster. You could be a Russian hamster commenting. Reaper Crew, you guys are amazing. Reaper officially sign out. And for all of you, Edgar Romo, shout out to Edgar Romo, biggest super channel on stream. Joe Waters and everybody. Thank you, everybody. James, thank you so much for giving out membership. Joe Waters, thank you so much for giving memberships. All of you. April, Joe Waters. You know who we're missing out here? We're missing Iris Soto. Iris Soto, our super ranch. She's out there getting that nookie. She's getting the air. She's a play girl. Yes, shout out to her. So she's a play girl. She's out there in Dubai. She's in Dubai. Yes. Multi-millionaire out there in Dubai. Shout out to all of you. And you guys are amazing. Reaper officially signed Al Gordon. I see you. Farm Kid, I see you. April, I see you. And all of you, get that membership. If you haven't, get that membership. I see you, chat room. Reaper Crew. You know what time it is. We're number one. Oh, you know what's number one on the stream? Let's say it. Buffalo Trace, 1.75. the best whiskey on the market today. $45.99. The best whiskey you can buy on the market today. Buffalo Trace, 1.75. $45.99. 1.75 liters, 1.75 liter. Get yourself one. You guys are